So the first time I actually, like, you caught my attention was when I saw you punching and kicking poles.
Man, I'm fighting.
And you also cannot care if people don't like you. Like, that's what I had to realize. Bro, people just don't like me.
That was a great podcast. Everything in this video is a joke and should not be taken serious. Welcome back to SKWAKAST.
Yes, sir.
Episode 300. And who do we have in the car joining us today?
It's Doorman, guys. What's going on?
Yo, what is your actual name? I feel like I've known you off Facebook for so long. I'm like, yo.
So, I'm constantly stuck in like an identity crisis because not everybody knows this. I got adopted when I was a jit, right?
Yeah.
And my parents are some weirdos, and they thought my name was too African or something. It used to be like Rockefeller Mafiano or something, and they changed it to Michael Howard Johnston.
So you got like whiteified pretty much.
Yeah, I got gentrified,
Michael
man.
Howard Johnson.
Yeah, man.
That's that's purposely white.
That's
like
what
they definitely was like, yo, let's make this.
It's a slave name, but yeah, essentially, now you could call me black ass nigga for all I care. You know what I mean? I don't really have a name. It doesn't really matter. People call me things all the time, but my name's Michael Johnston, so call me Mike, Doorman, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's so. How does that work exactly? So they can just change your name. You had a name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what was that name again?
Rockefeller Mafiano.
That's a fire-ass name.
All right, see, this is what people say all the time. Now listen, they did change my name to some Caucasian shit, but at the end of the day, I'm not trying to explain that name to nobody. We all know a nigga named Rafiki something, and what do we all say? Because we don't want to be mean. Hey, nigga, your name's cool, your name's nice. Nigga, your name's hard to motherfucking say. I can't spell that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Michael Johnston's easy to spell.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know if that last bit actually is going to work. So we're just going to restart this completely. We have who joining us today?
God damn, we just did this one. The name's Mike, man. It's Door, man. You know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, we had a whole backstory of the name and everything, but we'll get into that later. Fuck it, you know? So we got plenty of topics to talk about, but I think the most recent of your journeys, especially like going further, is your boxing. Are you boxing or kickboxing?
Man, I'm fighting.
Fighting. I like that.
I'm fighting. Whenever I get a promoter, whenever they offer me a fight, I'm gonna take it and kill that guy.
Shit. But like, what's your like primary like fighting style though? You know what I mean?
Fighting.
Man,
I don't really have a style, man. Whatever I need to do to get the job done is what I'm gonna do, and if I can't get it done, I'm still getting paid, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the objective, man. Everybody asks me this question, and like, what do? You kickbox? Do you box? Whoever's gonna allow me to get in the biggest arena, you know what I'm saying, in front of the easiest opponent for the most amount of money, that's what the fuck I'm fighting.
Sound like a businessman.
Yes, sir.
That's the way to go. I mean, shit. Fight whoever fuck you gotta fight. Go in there, try your hardest, kill that man. I like boxing. I like the technicality of boxing and stuff. Like if I had to choose one, I'd be boxing. We gotta spar. I want to spar just boxing though.
Hey man,
I could never get kicked by. I've seen some of those leg kicks. Them shits look hurtful.
Hey man, listen, the leg kicks. People don't really know this about leg kicks. Well, there's a common misconception. The casual fan of fighting that understands that it breaks motherfuckers' legs, they know they hurt, but they don't understand why they hurt. Like, I know everybody's like, there's no way. Why the fuck would you throw a kick at a leg instead of a punch to the face? You know what I mean? Like, that's what everybody pretty much thinks. And then there's this school of thought that, like, there's no way they could be effective. I'm just tell y'all this right now. I'd rather get hit in the face 100 times than get kicked in the leg about 10 times by a good kicker.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Don't care.
Bro, I was playing UFC the game, and that shit's OP as fuck. You just punch someone in the face a couple of times, bro, you're so worried about your leg, you're not even paying attention to your face.
Yeah.
Bro, as soon as your leg starts like, imagine getting a cramp. Like, you know, you get them cramps in the bed, and you're like, ah! Bro, imagine that shit in the middle of a fight, bro. You're like, oh, fuck. And then you get knocked the fuck out.
Or you get kicked in that little sweet spot in your knee right here.
Mm-hmm.
That shit, like, Oof.
Bro, so the first time I actually, like, you caught my attention was when I saw you punching and kicking poles. How the fuck?
So the pole, the telephone pole, and tree punching, that started. So I used to live in a lot of places, a lot of group homes. And before I was in group homes, I lived with some shitty ass people. I got beat up a lot. Everybody pretty much knows this. I got beat up all the time. I lost every fight growing up. And one time I was at this party, man. It was like a graduation party for like an upperclassman. I lived in Warren, Rhode Island. And I thought I was a fighter in my head. I think I thought that my entire life. I thought I was like a ninja or something. And I still thought I was a ninja, but at this point I was like shadow boxing. I thought that was the key to fighting. I watched a couple Ryan Garcia videos. This is like 2019 type shit.
Yeah.
I watched some Ryan Garcia videos, some Floyd Mayweather shits. I thought because I was shadow boxing, I was a fighter. I was fat too, so I was delusional. Man, I went to this party and this motherfucker named Big John. He probably like 350 pounds, 400 pounds,
Damn.
like 6'3". This motherfucker's fat as shit, and I'm thinking in my head, because I'm a boxer now, I'm nothing champion of the motherfucking world, that I could beat this nigga's ass. I start doing my little fake shadow boxing, was sparring in the backyard and shit. I probably hit this man like 6 times. He couldn't do nothing about it, but the problem was my fist didn't do nothing. It just bounced off the motherfucker, because he fat as shit. I was fat too, but he was really fat. Once I realized I couldn't hurt him, mentally I felt so defeated, so I tried to take him down like a dumbass. I don't play football, I don't watch football. I probably should watch football. I wish I did, because I tried to take him down. He just fell on top of me, and that was the beginning of my fight career. I realized after that day I need to stop punching air and start punching objects. And there was no people for me to punch, because I lived in a dominantly white community. I couldn't afford a gym membership, and I was too afraid to go fight real fighters. Yeah. So I started punching trees, and I faked it to make it. That's actually the secret. People don't know this, but the reason I got really good at punching trees was because I'm stubborn as fuck, for one, and second of all, I used to try to record videos to impress people, right? Mm-hmm. But they were ass, so I'd have to record like 30 takes. And when you record 30 takes of you punching a tree for a minute at a time on Snapchat, that turns into 30 minutes of you punching trees.
Yep.
So I did that for about the first fucking year, just making videos trying to look like a tough guy.
Was you shit. Actually punching the trees?
Yeah,
like real hard.
No, yeah. I don't mind the pain. I feel pain very much like everybody else. I just don't mind. I understand it's part of life. Ain't no pain, ain't no gains. So that part wasn't fake. But when I say fake it to make it, my mentality, I wasn't actually a fighter. Like, my lifestyle didn't reflect it. You
were just out there punching trees?
I was just out there punching trees and recording videos telling people I could knock them out. That's what I was doing.
That's a start, though.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah,
that gets in people's head. If I saw you punching a tree, and then I'm like, shit, I gotta go fight this guy?
You know what I mean?
Just fucking punched a tree 1,000 times. Right. Just sent me 9 snaps of him punching this tree.
yo, imagine getting that type of snap.
That's what I'm saying, man. And
pull up to the press conference with a fucking pole.
That's the problem about weapons, man. People don't understand. It's like, I mean, I gotta stop talking about people like everybody's like me. I'm a weird ass motherfucker. For those who don't know, if you pull a weapon on me, I'm gonna tell you to use it. Because statistically speaking, you're gonna have one swing. You don't have the reaction. The reason you need a weapon is because you can't fight.
Mm-hmm. I always think the same thing.
So you don't have speed, you don't have power, you don't have reaction time, you don't have reflexes. There's no muscle memory. You don't have any instincts. That's why you're relying on a secondary option. You know what I mean? So knowing that, I'm gonna allow you to do whatever your idea of swinging something at me is, and I'm gonna either get stabbed, I'm gonna get hit with the bat, and then I'm gonna catch it. So I'm gonna leave the knife in there, because it's hard to pull it out. People don't know that. You stab somebody, you gotta pull it out. It's harder to pull it out than it is to get it in there, and it's hard to get it in there.
You can possibly kill yourself pulling it out.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm leaving that in there, and then I'm fucking you up, because you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be like, oh my God, why is he not dying? Oh my God, why does he not care? And if you hit me with a bat, I'm gonna let you hit me, and I'll cry about the bruises later, catch the motherfucker, and beat your ass with it. because I'm not afraid to get hurt. That's the problem with people, is everybody's like afraid to get like
Realistically,
hurt.
you're not hitting me with a bat unless you're sneaking me. I'm catching that bat. I'll break my hand. I don't give a fuck. I'm breaking my left hand and you're gonna die.
Sacrifice.
100%.
You gotta make some
100%. You're
sacrifices.
gonna die. I'm fucking you up. I might even kill you with the bat. Start beating your ass with the bat. Cause
You
who the
don't
fuck
know.
do you think you are?
Exactly.
And you're not shit if you need a bat, especially a gun. If you're using guns, you're the most pussy person out there, bro. Oh God. If you really need somewhere, you don't even give someone a fucking chance. Like, what happened to gangs just beating each other's asses? That shit was entertaining.
I don't think using a gun makes you a bitch. I think why you use the gun makes you a bitch.
Yeah,
if I have a gun,
nah, I'm not saying that.
If I have a gun and somebody has a gun, I'm shooting them. If I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
If somebody threatens my life and I have a gun and I think I can't win, I'm shooting them. The safest thing to do in any situation is run away, guys. Stop fighting people. Stop the conflict.
Yeah.
And anybody that's getting shot in any type of, if it's like back and forth, if you're getting in shootouts, you guys created that problem. That's on you. That's nobody else's fault but your own.
That's what I'm talking about. Is the people that are like threatening each other with their guns. You know what I'm saying? You're starting conflict like, yo, look at my gun. Oh, now I gotta go get a gun. You're making other people go get the guns to shoot you. But if you were like, yo, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and you just talking like that, they're gonna be a lot more encouraged to just pull up and whoop your ass.
Yeah.
But if you're like, yo, I got a stick ready to shoot you. All right, well, now I gotta get one, and next time I see you, since I know you're gonna shoot, so you're just asking to get shot at.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point?
That's the logical way to look at it. I mean, if somebody tells me they're going to kill me, because this happens pretty often, pussy-ass niggas say they're going to kill you because it makes them feel better, helps them sleep at night. They say these things, and they don't realize they're warning you. 9 times out of 10, if you tell somebody you're going to kill them, unless they can't read or do basic math, they're likely to just make sure they don't die. Get out of there, get some protection, tell people, get help, whatever.
Yeah.
Stop telling people you're gonna kill them and expecting them to take you serious. That's for one. And then second of all, you don't know who you're telling that to. Like, just because you think you're this guy, you think you're him in your head, that doesn't mean you're that guy. Because some people have nothing to lose, and you can feel like you have nothing to lose, but your mother would cry if you died. You know what I'm saying? Your father would cry if you died. And some people don't have that. Some people don't have anything keeping them here. And if you threaten the right people, they will come after you. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of who you tell violent things to. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not talking about me, of course. I'm a sweetheart.
I think we just gotta stop the beef. Why is there like, yo, that side, I don't fuck with that side. You live over there, I don't fuck with you. It's like, bro, who the fuck cares? Just go fucking live life. Why do you want to walk around and be like, alright, we good. Wearing fucking ski masks in 90-degree weather and shit. That's gotta suck balls. There's no way you don't got acne. There's no way.
Hell yeah. 90-degree weather.
All that sweat sticking to your oh my god.
Damn, they be hot as fuck down south, bro. That ass. They be wearing big ass coats and shit.
Man.
Ski masked up.
It's just sad because it's like, society is so weird. Social media, movies, you know what I'm saying, TV shows, fucking music. They like portray this image of the street tough guy to be this motherfucker that's constantly surrounding himself by people that protect him and wearing things so people don't recognize him and carrying weapons that make no difference. Like, the reality is, if you have a gun, you're absolutely right. Like, if I'm shooting somebody to save myself, that's one thing, but that's it. Like, you can't do nothing. There's no power. They didn't take any skill to run by somebody and shoot them. You know what I mean?
The self-defense weapons.
So it's people that are scared to be seen, people that are scared to be alone, and people who need weapons to defend themselves.
And most of the time, those people aren't even the big boss.
That's not the dog. No.
The big dog is always just this normal ass fucking person that nobody fucking knows about. And he's just chilling there, especially in the drug game and shit. Man, they don't care about none of that expensive shit, bro. None of that. They got probably some small ass house and they just have all this fucking money stashed away everywhere, and they go and do fun shit. If you're selling drugs, stop making it so fucking apparent that you're selling drugs.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, bro. Why do you take all your drug money and go spend it on clothes, flashy shit, jewelry? Go fucking spend that money somewhere good.
Stop building
and
a
hidden.
case against yourself.
Yeah, stop building a case against yourself. Bro, we know you haven't worked your entire life. Where the fuck did the $100,000 chain come from? It don't make sense. Same with you scammers. Stop being fucking stupid. If you're making all that money, fucking hide it.
I got something to say for the scammers out there, man. I feel bad for anybody that got internet money, and this goes across the board, especially at a young age, because, you know, you don't build character if you receive it easily. Shout out to like Kai Kanat, for instance. He's a very inspirational, young content creator out there. Biases aside, you got to give the guy his flowers. You know what I mean?
Made his money being himself.
Exactly, but that being said, Kai Kanat has no skills that are applicable to being a man in a real life scenario. Because he spent and that's even on the basic level, even everybody that's barely getting by, even everybody that's just pulling through, right? You're pulling through something. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with something. You're facing adversity. You're dealing with challenges.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what comes along with success at the age that guys like Jake Paul.
Hold on, I think a better example is Aiden Ross. That's a way better example than Kai Cenat. Aiden Ross made fuck tons of money, like crazy money.
I'd say the difference between Aiden Ross and Kai Kanat is that Aiden Ross is not influential. Nobody looks at Aiden Ross as like, I want to be like him.
That's
that's fair. I'm not saying that everybody says that about Kai, but you can definitely find a demographic of people that would want to be like Kai.
There's way more of a culture of
exactly
that AMP, like all them, like everyone's trying to be like them. Yeah. All the little kids and stuff, they're growing up and they're like, that's who I want to be like. You're right.
But I guess my point is, like, a guy like Kai, for instance, let's just say the electrical grid shuts off. Let's just say a fucking solar flare happens and there's no more power. Let's just say this content creation shit is impossible because the world is the way it is. I mean, we just saw what happened with COVID. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of businesses shut down. To believe that's impossible
the USA actually has the weakest power grid ever. Like, out of all the countries, we spend so much money on our military to scare other people.
Yeah.
But if we got hacked, we'd be fucked. We'd be completely fucked. They could turn off our water. They could turn off our electricity. All that. And we have the weakest security on that. Because we have such military that people are like, we're like, oh yeah, no, we're the big dogs here. We have the military. They're scared to do that.
Yeah.
But it takes one good fucking hacker.
So it's kind of just like, go ahead, hack us.
Yes.
We'll bomb you, like.
Yes, pretty much.
But there you go. You see what I'm saying? So you have these guys that society puts on a pedestal, and we're all I can't, from where I am and as I am now, I can't sit here and trash on Kai Kanat as a man. He's accomplished so much, right? Mm-hmm. But what do those accomplishments mean in a primitive world? Hypothetically speaking, what is he worth when you need people to do some hard work?
When money isn't a thing.
Yeah.
When the social credit score system happens, when the government's deciding who gets to be rich and who doesn't, when they don't give a fuck about your feelings and your freedoms and your emotions and all that shit, because that's coming one day. It's very slowly, it's gradual. I'm not gonna tell you when because I don't know the future, but let's just say when that happens, what is he gonna fucking do? What are they all gonna do? Yeah. What are these fucking Instagram, like, we call Instagram models high value women because they look good and men like pussy, but the reality is if they get hit by a car or fall on their face the wrong way, they're just another bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What do you have to offer? And I don't mean that to me or to men, I mean to the world. What can you give? Because you spent your whole entire life building yourself around this one trait, this one skill, this one aspect of yourself, and now you don't have that. So what are you gonna do? How are you gonna contribute? And it doesn't matter to me what you do, but do you understand that the point of living is progression? People don't get that. The only reason we want to live is to get better and to die good, to die the best way possible. And if you can't do what you spent your whole life telling yourself you were meant to do, which is look pretty, you're gonna kill yourself.
Which I feel bad for, because you only look pretty for so long.
There you go.
You only look pretty for so like I respect some of the girls that got into it, made their bread, and now are kind of building a personality, building other streams of like, okay, so at least you're doing something else. You're not fully relying on just your looks.
They have more assets besides social media.
Well, what they call it is diversifying your portfolio.
Yeah.
And this goes for anybody. Like I said, these young people that stumble across these large sums of money. Jake Paul, the reason I haven't talked shit about him, and I never will, is because he's a perfect example. Him and Logan, KSI, all these guys, they realized that YouTube isn't going to last forever. So they pursued other business ventures, and now look what they're doing. We can hate their personalities all we want, but they are the smartest guys in the game. You know what I mean? They're not relying on clicks and fucking views anymore to get by, because they know it's not stable. So you got guys like that, and then you got people that are just riding this wave as long as they possibly can. And typically speaking, because they're more relatable, because that mindset, that living in the moment philosophy, that lifestyle is something that's more digestible for the common viewer, we stray to watch towards them. Like, we watch them more often. We're gonna watch more Aiden Ross. I don't like Aiden Ross. I still see more of him than I see of David Goggins, because the reality is he says cool, funny fucking things, and he's controversial. He's polarizing, and these are our influences. So when you see these people out here saying I'm him, I'm that, look into who they admire. Look into who their inspirations are. Look into the people who they want to be like. And if they can't tell you who they want to be like, stop listening to them. Because if you have no vision, what's your fucking purpose besides wasting space, huh?
Yeah, and the thing is with the people that get this money so fast, and these people that like get these random amount of viewers, like these TikTok like has blown up so many people and probably ruined their life, to be real.
In the future,
Yeah, because you get all this attention, but like it's just not good attention, because you're just like, you're being someone you're not. Like, most of the people are being characters online. They have to press record. Okay, now guys, and it's like, bro, imagine having to make like kid videos where you can't swear, you can't say what you want, you gotta act all like energized all the time. It's like, bro, that would make me sick. And then you just turn in something that's not supposed to be a job into a job.
Exactly. It's a slippery slope, really, because, as I said, you accumulate this money, and then you didn't really have to work for it. Part of the one byproduct of working hard is you gain some type of responsibility. And when you don't work hard for things, as we've all been told throughout our lives at some point, when you didn't buy it, you don't care for it as much.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, well, Aiden Ross feels very comfortable spending the money that he's spending on absolute bullshit because he didn't work hard for it. But I guarantee you, if a seer came to Aiden Ross and said, this is the day you're going to run out of your money if you keep living the way you're living right now, I guarantee you he'd turn into a financial fucking literacy guru in a heartbeat. I guarantee you he would do anything and everything to keep the money he's made if he knew it was finite and he knew he'd run out in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But because he hasn't been hit with any reality, he's going to continue to spend and continue to make you guys feel like you need to spend so you can be like him. And then...
That's the worst part. They're just influencing these kids to just spend all the money they get and act like money's nothing. And then it's like...
It's sad.
What's the point of making the money? What is the point of making it if
you're just gonna
in
burn
10 years you're not even gonna have it?
Yeah,
exactly.
Or you have to keep earning it and being on the back burner and like, oh, I owe this money to that person. Oh, I have to keep making. Bro, just save the money, live a good life. Go fucking invest the shit so when you're fucking... Bro, Aiden Ross is like, what, 21 or some shit?
22, 23, 21.
I don't even think he moved out his parents' crib before he started making mad bread online.
No,
like,
probably not.
I think that shit would have fucked me up. I have a pretty strong mindset. I had a lot of plans before I even started this YouTube channel. But if I was still in my dad's crib, it was 6 months or a year into YouTube and shit went crazy, I started making mad bread off this shit, that shit probably would have fucked me up a little bit. And I'm like the most stingy person with my money. I'm so on point with that shit. But like that shit would still like twist me in some sort of way. I'd be like, yo, it's that easy? I make fucking content for a year and it...
Yeah.
But, like, I'm working, I'm editing all the shit, I'm running this whole shit, I set up everything. So, like, actually working towards it is like, anytime I make anything off this, that shit's gonna mean so much to me. Because it's all the years of working and investing into it. that really makes you proud of what you actually fucking earn from it. Because I'll do this shit for free. I don't give a fuck.
If you work for it, you're going to actually know what the fuck to do with your money after.
Exactly. It's part of the process. Yo, I used to hate when they tell me to do the work in math class, like do the workout, like equations that you could do in your head or do differently or do in a shorter time. They'd be like, oh, show your work.
I do everything in my head in math.
You know what I'm saying? And some people got it like that, some people don't. And I know exactly why teachers want you to show the work. Well, I know some of them are just dickheads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we all had dickhead teachers.
Yeah, 100%.
But they want you to show the work for the same reason that this right here.
Yeah.
If you show that you can work for the answer, then the answer means something. If you can just get the answer easily, then it ain't shit. It's not really that cool. And you know, it's kind of sad that we that we accept the fact that teachers don't like when we're smarter than them. You know what I mean? Because that's what that means. But it does mean something to the world.
There's a lot of stuff in school I realized that means a lot more than you thought it did.
People like progress.
Like your grades. Yeah, like your grades actually low-key meant something. They didn't mean you were smarter than this person or that person. But if you went to school and you was there and you couldn't at least just muster up a 70, and now what is it, 65? Did they change it down even lower? Then, like, that's something wrong with you, because, like, yeah, you could just not care, but why are you going there to just not care? Why are you going there to not graduate? You did all 12 years not to get your high school diploma? You might as well just get that shit. You might as well just complete it.
Yeah.
Get the shit done.
Well, shoot, I don't know if y'all noticed. I graduated high school at 16. I got my GED.
I basically did
in 3 weeks.
That's fire though.
Yeah, cause man, I went to Tolman. I got jumped. Folks watching this, you know who the fuck you are. Thank you.
Fuck you.
No, don't say fuck them. I appreciate y'all, man. It's character development. It's part of the story. I needed a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm a killer. Fight me now. But anyway,
True.
Yeah. So I got jumped in my freshman year like 3 times on camera, Facebook Live actually. So I got really depressed. I'm not gonna get into my personal life on this pod, my past and stuff. But life at home wasn't good either. So I just lost faith in school. People don't know that school was like my escape from reality. For y'all, home is your escape from school. School was lit for me, whether it was bad or not in anybody else's eyes. Yeah, man, I just couldn't do it. So I decided to get my GED when I was 15. And
so you just didn't go to high school?
No, I got expelled from Tolman over April vacation.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, freshman year. It is what it is. I stopped going to school. I got fat, and I got my GED a year and a half later. And then after that, I got accepted to CCRI, and I never went to school.
They should have. You should have. They pay you.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, fuck school.
I agree.
My take on education, honestly, I think everybody's brain is different. I think everybody has different skills. I think the world is very flawed in this way that we push people towards careers based off what the producers of consumerism want us to like. You gotta think about this, guys. Like, you go to school and they make you do math. Like, nobody does math. None of us do math on our day-to-day shit. They're just raising worker bees. You know what I mean? They're trying to figure out who can do what and where they fit in society. And the reality is nobody actually fits in. I don't know why we're still trying to fall in line with this old ass, ancient ass style of teaching people. You got kids in school that can't read, they got dyslexia, but they're great at fucking math. But because they can't pass English, they'll never get a scholarship. Therefore, they're gonna fail in life. And that's not actually how it works. That person very much can go on their own way and do something like what I did, or just.
That's the same thing in the workplace. So, like, in a job, let's say you're at a grocery store. Some people are good at putting up all the groceries on the shelf. Mm-hmm. Some people are good at getting the boxes to put out on the shelf. So, you make up a little cart and give it to the person. Mm-hmm. Some people are good at ordering the stuff. Split the abilities. Some people are good at that. Some people are good at that. You get that, make a team, an actual team. That's why when workplace be like, oh, we're a team, but we're all doing the same exact shit. It's like, are we a team, or are we just doing the same exact stuff? Or are we just fucking putting up stuff?
Focus everybody on their strengths.
Compared to a actual sports team, you got the quarterback. He could throw. He could manage. You got the wide receiver. He can run routes. He can catch. He can block. You got the linemen. They block their ass off. They're strong as shit. They got to be fucking huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone's got their strengths. Everyone works together in their own strengths and whys, like how you're built, everything. Why can't we apply that to normal life? Like you said, I was really good at math. That allowed me to get the answers from the person that was good at science, the person that was good at history, the person that... Yeah, I cheated. But it's because I had the best one. Math, people are really bad at math. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I'm good at math. I know I can get the answers in anything if I give out the answers in math. But, like, work as a team. I had my team of people that had the... You know what I mean? Valedictorian. I had number 1 and 2, top of our class, giving me answers because I was good at math. There you go. You got to work as a team. Find your team. Same with this. I got to find more team. I got to find someone that's good at editing, someone that's good at recording. So, you know what I mean? People that are good at talking. All this shit. You got to build a team of people that have specified skills. But then in school, they're like, oh, sorry, bud. Can't read. You're out of here.
Well, the problem with that is there's some people that aren't good at anything in school, but they're good at absolutely everything else. Like, there's people that ride dirt bikes and shit, but they can't read for shit. Mm-hmm. But because they couldn't read, their teachers are going to tell them, if you can't read, your future means absolutely nothing. And it's just like, come on. You got to be real. Society doesn't appreciate, for one, masculinity. And hyper-masculine people that don't follow conventional education are often cast aside.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, and I don't like this word at all, this term, the word alpha male, but if you're a quote-unquote alpha male and you can't conform to the system that's in place, they don't want anything to do with you. And you know what's sad is, like, I felt my whole entire life like I've just been a small piece of little dookie shit crap bottom of somebody's shoe. The reality is I'm a fucking monster. But it took me a long time to realize that because my underperformance in certain settings and a lack of appreciation for skills that I had built on my own. People didn't value the things that I could bring to the table because society doesn't think they're valuable. And it's just, that breaks most people. You know what I mean? I pity those people that aren't like me, that didn't deal with as much bullshit as me. Because that bullshit that I went through my entire life is the reason I'm still here. A lot of people that never went through something and then they find out that they mean nothing to anybody, that kills them. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's so many single and alone women. That's why there's so many 40-year-old men killing themselves. Because you get to a point in life where you realize, I've been doing the same thing everybody else has been doing, but I'm not happy. I don't want to do it. And it's not even what I'm good at. Mm-hmm. And it's too late to be successful at what I'm good at because I didn't find out that I could do what I wanted to do until I'm 40.
Think about the average life of someone. You grow up, you get taken care of by your parents, you go to school, you might go to college, you might not. If you go to college, you know what I mean, you set back a little bit, but then you have a better job when you get out. You go to a career, something you don't like doing, but it pays you well. You're basically hopping from job to job so you find something that pays you the best. Mm-hmm. Most people don't care about their work life, like living, like how does this make me feel? Is this a shitty job? Whatever. Yeah, and then you're just doing that job. You go home, 5 o'clock or whatever. People are working like 9 to 5, we'll say. Mm-hmm. Go home 5, 6 o'clock. You make yourself some dinner. You clean up the house a little bit. You go to bed.
Yeah, you're just stuck in like the same non-progressive cycle the rest of your life type shit. And
you're not building nothing outside of work. The only thing you're doing is building up a business that's not yours. And that's all you're doing every day. And every day. There's nothing else that you're doing after work. Nothing else you're working towards because you're too tired after work. That is the most bitch shit you can ever say. It's, I just worked. I can't do nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, people say this thing, they always like, everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And we all have a purpose. That's absolutely bullshit. You have to create the reason. You have to make the purpose. You got to be your own reason. There's for the people out there that fall into that category of the castaway, you know what I'm saying? The person nobody wants to talk to, the person nobody likes, and it's not that you're unlikable and you're a bad person. It's just that you're so different that people can't stand being around you, which is perfectly okay. It's perfectly fine. For those individuals out there, lost, trying to find themselves, you are yourself, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? You are you. You just do what you do best. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be great at something. What do you like doing? And what are you good at?
Mm-hmm.
And then do that to the best of your ability, and you'll find some fulfillment in life. If you keep trying to be something to impress other people, if you keep trying to live up to other people's expectations, if you keep trying to meet society standards, you're going to do exactly what everybody you know that's 50 years old, retired, and pretending to be happy is doing, dying slowly. And if that's what you want to do, then fine. But I'm going to go in there, boxing my hands down, collect my brain damage, and die a fucking legend. So stop telling me to put my hands up.
You really box your hands down?
Yo, we're going to spar after this, man.
I kind of do too, actually, now that I think about it.
We're going to spar after this.
Yeah, I have them like low.
I'm going to show you some shit.
I'm down to box. You got 2 pairs of gloves?
I got you, man.
All right,
Now you getting the MMA gloves, you can hit me.
Okay, I don't know if you want that, man.
Nah, you got.
You know, I've been doing push-ups, man.
Bro, this man Kyle's been hitting a lot of push-ups. Not gonna lie.
Man, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of everybody out there that wants to do better for themselves.
Yo,
man.
honestly, I just had a crazy ass month. It was like horrible. Like, bro, like the worst things that could happen to you all just happened all in one month.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not like the worst, but it's like the most inconvenient, annoying, scary shit.
It's a slow month.
Yeah. So, as soon as like that, I was like, yo, I lost my wallet, and I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm changing something. Something's got to change. Like, you know what I mean? I'm doing something. So
that's your thing. You lose your wallet, and life got to change.
Bro, I was so mad because it was like the final thing. Like, all right, bro, this is getting sick. Because I fucked up my car. Then the next couple of days, I lost my wallet, so I couldn't fix my car. So I was so mad, bro. I just started doing push-ups.
Yeah.
I was sitting there. I was mad as fuck, just doing push-ups all day. Did like 200-300, whatever.
There you go.
And I was like, yo, I'm gonna do 100 push-ups every fucking day. And I was like, this is what's gonna change. I'm gonna start being lucky. I'm gonna stop smoking so much. I'm gonna just be focused. I'm gonna edit my ass off and do push-ups. And that's what I'm gonna do when I get home. I'm gonna edit my ass off, do push-ups. I'm gonna record my pods. I'm gonna just focus. Ever since I started that shit's been on the up. Just fucking got my mind right. Stopped smoking. Got everything nice and clear. Got my workouts in. Fucking did some runs. Whatever I had to do. I started doing that. Started making me feel a lot better. Started getting me a lot more focused. Stopped fucking myself up so much. So we're good. We're on the up and up. We're fixing all the shit that happened. And then push-ups been blessing. On the mindset. It was just, you get something done every day. And then I'm pushing myself to do better and better.
Another thing about fitness is, for people that, you just hit a highlight, is you're doing something every day. You're getting better every day. And the reality is doing 100 push-ups is a lot harder than writing an essay. Doing 100 push-ups is a lot harder than going to work. It just is. It's not,
especially for most people.
It's not more taxing mentally, but physically it is. And the reality is you have control over your mind. You don't have control over the world around you. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that with strength in body, you'll find strength in the mind. So everybody should get down right now and do 3 push-ups. See if you can do them. And if you can't, keep it to yourself. You're a pussy. Try harder. I'm just fucking with you, man.
Nah, I be telling people that, though. People be like, oh, I can't do push-ups.
Just try.
Just try.
Mm-hmm.
Do them on your knees. Give yourself every advantage. Do push-ups off your counter.
Shit, eventually you'll be able to hit a push-up.
Eventually you'll be able to do a push-up. I told my girl to do push-ups. Told her, yo, do girl push-ups. Do them as low as possible. Do them nice and easy. I'll hold you a little bit. I'll make the push-up easy. Eventually you'll be able to do a push-up. Now she can do push-ups. Now you can do more push-ups. The more you do, it's a mental game. So I did 600 the other day. I was doing sets of 30. So 30, 30, 30. Once you get to about 300, it's more like 10, pause, 10, pause, 10. I did my set of 30. You're having mental battles in between mental battles. So I had the whole war of getting to 600, but each set of 30 was a battle. And I just got to complete 20 battles to get to 600.
Mm-hmm.
Just that alone builds your mindset up to be like, yo, I don't care how fucking hurt my arms are. I don't care how tired I am, how sweaty, how bad I want to go shower, how bad I want to eat. Fucking hit these 600 push-ups. And that little thing right there is just enough to make your day feel a whole lot better. You get to go to bed. You're like, yo, I won the war. Just that alone. And also competing against your friends. Because there's been a couple times Alex puts in the chat, oh, I did 450. Fuck you, Kyle. I'm like, well, I'm going to drop down and hit another 100 then. Fuck you. And then that just pushes it even higher. That little competition, it's not like I don't want Alex to be good at push-ups. I want him to fucking hit 1,000 one day. I'm like, fuck. And now I got to go hit 1,000.
Accountability, man.
Exactly.
Accountable.
And that's that whole chat. I'd be like, yo, where the fuck is your guys' push-ups at? And then they're like, oh yeah, I'm getting mine done. Yeah, you fucking better get them shits done. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Get your fucking push-ups done.
What I will say is there's different body types. There's different people have different fitness goals.
Mm-hmm.
Push-ups are a great base for building muscle functionality. But if you just want to get your cardio up, you want to, you know what I'm saying, contract your muscles on a basic level, use your heart, get your cardio up, you know what I'm saying? Just go on a walk, jog a little bit, play some basketball.
I love basketball.
Play with your kids. If you got kids, play with your kids, you know what I'm saying? Go have fun. Moving around in general, people don't know this. You just burn around 800 to 1,200 calories by just living your life if you're active.
I tell people
just
that
be active
all the time. People be like, oh, I would love to work out, but I just got so much stuff to do physically that I don't want my body sore. Go take a walk.
People
go
don't
jog.
understand the importance of doing something that makes you happy every day type shit.
That
just
too.
Go for a walk. Enjoy your day type shit. At least for a fucking hour.
People wonder why they're depressed, but they're sitting inside all day, just watching TV. They're not doing anything else. You gotta go find shit that makes you happy. You like boxing. I like going fishing. He likes to smoke. Nah, but you know what I mean? We all got something like that you can go out and do that. And
I would say the reality is somebody got to flip the burgers. Some people have to be average and some people have to be below that for the world to operate as it does now, if you guys want to continue living like smart monkeys. But that being said, I think people should make a habit of doing things they don't like doing as if they like doing them. If you don't like doing push-ups, do them anyway, and that's what makes the people that do things that you don't do stronger than you, and there's this weird feeling we get when we see overachievers, when we see people that accomplish things that are extraordinary. Sometimes we feel insecure, sometimes it makes us feel small, sometimes we get self-reflective and we start doubting our value on this planet because this guy's doing something that's insane. But the reality is most people capable of doing things that are extreme, that are insane, have been through a lot of shit. They've probably been through more than you, which means they have more of an excuse to be lazy. They have more of an excuse to stop trying. So you can't measure your worth, you can't measure your progress based off how happy you are with the outcome. You know what I'm saying? If you do 100 push-ups and you're 300 pounds, you do that for 6 months, you're not going to have abs in those 6 months. You're not. Because there's other things that come along with getting healthy and getting in shape. But because you were strong enough to do those 100 push-ups, you've now built other skills. Now you've built a base. Now your whole body changes. Your whole physique changes. Your whole physiology changes. So just push yourself to do things you don't feel comfortable doing, and I guarantee you'll see some change in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. No, that's exactly what it was with the push-ups. I don't fucking like doing push-ups. I wasn't even working out at the time. Mm-hmm. So it was like, yo, I gotta do something I don't want to do, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I don't want to fucking get home from work and be like, let me do these fucking 100 push-ups. You know what I realized was a heavy-ass workout? Yo, bringing shit up some fucking stairs, man.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, yesterday I did laundry, brought 2 big-ass bags of laundry, and then I had to bring up 4 40-packs of waters. Dog, my legs hurt.
Why do you think moving furniture hurts so much?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, the day I moved in, whoo.
Yeah.
The day after, I was like, oh, no, where'd my legs go? But that soreness, that's how you know you're doing something right. Just like when you use alcohol in a cut and that shit hurts like a bitch, you need to. You gotta have that burn for it to get better.
Shit, I'd
No
argue.
pain, no gain.
I'd argue that alcohol probably doing you a disservice physically and helping you mentally. But that's the conversation for a different day. Just for anybody out there, anything that kills 99% of germs. Also, are you guys aware that
That is true. You have like good germs.
We're made of bacteria. We are bacteria, nigga.
Yeah.
So when you put fucking sanitizer on your damn hands, you killing most of the good shit and some of the bad stuff. Sanitizer is a marketing scheme. Look into it. But anyway.
Nah, I'm definitely that way with like pills and stuff like that. Like, I won't take an Advil, none of that shit, cause I'm like, yo, my body has the strength
To just get through it.
to just get through it and repair itself for most fucking shit. Like, I don't think there's something you can break a bone as long as that bone is left in the same spot it was before. That shit will heal. Like, your body does this shit. So for you guys to be like taking painkillers and Advils and shit on every single little thing, every time you get a headache, you take an Advil. Do you realize your body's just gonna be like, yo, I want one of them fucking Advils. I'm gonna make your head hurt a little bit.
Yep, that's exactly what it is, actually. If you look into ibuprofen and all the pain medications, they're created not to solve your problem, but to numb it long enough for you to be satiated and feel okay, and then make you want to take another one. It works just well enough for you to take another one when you feel that way again. That's how good it works. It's not a cure, guys. But another thing is just like, people don't know this. Most of our mental health issues are derived from our food, the things we consume, and the fact that we're a shell of what we're supposed to be, of what we could potentially be. Human beings' bodies are designed to run for hours. We are designed to burn calories and consume food all day long, and we don't live like our ancestral fucking ancestors. We don't do that. We eat shitty food and we sit down and have fun, and we wonder why we're depressed. There was no such thing as fucking depression in the savage times. You know why? Because everybody was too filled with testosterone and hormones and fucking raw emotions and feelings and all that bullshit to give a fuck about.
They was too fucking busy.
Yeah, how they felt yesterday. Like,
That's
you know, like, this is the thing about fighting. I tell everybody this shit. If you're a fighter, fighters have the best mental game ever, because and it only they can only apply it to certain things in life. But I'll say personally, nothing bothers me anymore at all. Like, and I just want to put this out there. Things don't bother me. I'm not sure if you guys notice. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about shit. I don't care. You know why? Because when you're getting punched in the face, you don't give a fuck about that argument you had yesterday. You don't. Like, when somebody's choking you out, when you got a fucking 135-pound wrestling motherfucker on your back trying to choke your ass the fuck out, you don't care about that argument you have with your girl.
Did that white guy get you the other day?
Oh, Alex, man, that's captain of the Tolman
I know he's
wrestling
nasty.
team. Shout out fucking CV Lex, man. Fucking man, Alex, man, that kid came over my house a couple years ago. He saw some boxing gloves on my floor, dog. I was like, put them shits on. He started punching the wall, man. I was like, what, you be boxing? He was like, nah, I play UFC 3. And I was like, oh shit. So then me and him started like sparring and shit. We still got some footage out there. We used to be like Kimbo Slice backyard brawlers, and we thought we was the killers in the streets until we went to the boxing gym, got humbled. We took really different routes to get to where we are now as far as our martial arts and combat sports careers are going. He went the more formal route. I went the more
Punching trees.
cocaine and hookies. You know what I'm saying? Conor McGregor, Mike Tyson, prime days. You know what I'm saying? But we're two different type of people. But I will say this: that kid is a killer. Anything you see me doing with that kid, he's usually just holding back as far as the wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Alex, you're a monster, brother. I love you. Thank you for being a good dude. But yeah.
Shout out. What were we talking about? Talking about
Shoot.
some sort of fighting. Shit, how do we just lose that?
I was
You
talking-
said whether you get choked out by a 135. Oh, you don't give a fuck about shit. That's what you're saying.
Oh yeah, that's another thing is For those wondering, like I don't know if people are gonna watch this shit. I'm not as cool as I think I am.
We get a solid, like, 50 viewers.
Well, who knows? But
Solid.
in the future, when we're all rich and famous and stuff, people will watch this.
Yeah, people go back.
I just want people to know this, right? There's some fighters out there. I like them a lot, but I'm nothing like them because they're like good people. They have like good hearts and shit. And people say I have a good heart and whatever, and blah blah blah. I don't care. I want to break faces for money and bounce. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hurt people for money.
Aren't we all?
There's this guy named Sean Strickland. He's a mythical creature.
Oh, that
mythical
fight,
phenom.
bro! That fight with Izzy, he fucking tossed his ass around.
That guy exists. People like him exist. For people that don't like me and doubt me and say I can't do shit, you have to understand, a guy like me cannot be alive knowing that somebody like Sean exists at the top of the world. Sean does everything wrong, and he won. Mm-hmm. So there's no one way to do this shit. I'm not gonna follow the traditional path. I'm not gonna be this fucking fundamental fighter. I'm gonna take some L's. I'm gonna get knocked out, and I'm gonna enjoy doing it. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna laugh in your fucking face the whole time. They're gonna hit me, and I'm gonna tell them to keep hitting me. That's it. Because you're gonna watch. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've realized that people are never going to love me and adore me, but they will pay attention.
Yeah.
And I'd be an idiot not to capitalize off
The
that.
first time I met you, I was watching you box. That shit was entertaining as fuck.
I think you showed me
As
that
fuck.
video.
Yes,
wasn't
I was
it?
shown. Yes,
Yeah.
because you were just letting that big ass dude hit you, and I was like, yo, this shit is entertainment.
Yeah.
But like on the real, you was low key fucking his shit up without even trying. You threw like 5 punches, every single one of them landed, and all like. You did not put your hands up once. You blocked so many shots. He did hit you, obviously. Mm-hmm. And it looked like he won the fight. Mm-hmm. But I was watching that shit back. I was like, yo, he's low-key cooking right now. And you wasn't even, like, trying. You was just sitting there letting him hit you.
Well, I wouldn't say... I'll be honest. I had a bad gas tank. I was drinking a lot the night before. I was wearing the fucking... I could make a lot of excuses. I'm not going to say... That guy wasn't a boxer.
No.
Personally, I felt like I lost because... I went easy. I pulled my punches because that's how I am in general. I always kind of pull my punches. I'm not out there to kill the guy. I don't know how to fight really hard when it's not an opponent. If there's no money on the line and we're not fighting for pride,
I felt that.
Then I can't really put my heart into it. So I'm just going to have fun. And that's what I did that day. Mm-hmm. Looking back and seeing how many people saw it and remember that fight and recognized me from being there, I wish I showed out a little bit more. I wish
But you was gritty. Entertaining as fuck.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
that's the thing. It was entertainment. Because if you would have went out there and just whooped this guy's ass, it wouldn't have been as entertaining.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you were the most entertaining fight out of all those, and one of them, this kid like practically got knocked out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like that one where I was like, nah, we need another one. It was tied. Yeah. I only did that to see this kid get knocked out. I was completely being a fuckhead.
Man's egging on the fight.
Yeah, 100%. He was whooping this kid's ass, and I was like, oh, it's a tie. We need one more round. We didn't. Yeah. We didn't. But that shit was entertainment. Like, that shit, the only fight I actually remember, like, what was happening.
What I'll say is, since then, my fighting style has changed a lot. I don't know if you just seen like my any sparring footage, just how I hit the bag now. I used to be a style bender, man. I used to like Izzy a lot. I used to like Conor McGregor's style a lot. I was one of the, I still
more
was
loose.
Yeah, I was like trying to. What I didn't understand about fighting is you can't fight like the people that are your favorite. And that's a big mistake a lot of guys that get into the sport think. They think like, oh, I like Mike Tyson, so I'm gonna use Mike Tyson style. You just don't have the body type. You might not have the fucking fast twitch muscle fibers. You might not have the reaction time and hand speed. And of course, you can like develop these things. But and my philosophy is you should fight how you're naturally supposed to fight. And me personally, I've taken a lot of damage my entire life. I already had CTE. I already have brain damage. I'm not impervious to pain, but I don't care about pain. I don't care about getting hit. Getting hit doesn't make me feel like I'm losing. It's part of the sport. Like I said, I'm here to make money, not win. Winning is a bonus.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be a champion of something. I'm gonna win.
I'm going to do the things that people told me I'm not going to do simply because I know nobody can beat that guy. Like, Sean Strickland won because he doesn't care. Everybody wants to know the secret to Izzy losing to Sean Strickland. You want to know why Izzy couldn't perform well? It's not that he couldn't perform. Izzy did exactly what he does all the time in that fight. But he always fights some guy that's scared of him. Everybody's afraid of him.
Yeah, Sean just didn't give a fuck.
You can't
could see
care.
He didn't care if he got hit. He didn't care if he got knocked out. Like, you could tell if he went out there and got knocked out, he wouldn't have gave a fuck. Because he was just walking forward. He was like, yo, get your ass over here. If you want to hit me, that's fine, but I'm going to hit you back.
Exactly. That's my mindset, man. You guys are going to see soon. As soon as I can find a promoter, man, that'll get behind me. Because my fighting style is risky. You know, there's no telling. Who knows? I might get hit one day and stop talking. I might get hit one day and stop breathing with my fighting style. But if my chin and if my brain are as strong as I hope they are, and I need them to be, I'm gonna have a lot of success because no one's putting me down. No one under 170 pounds. You can't do anything to me. I'm a fucking behemoth. I'm a 6'1", fucking 205er that fights at 150 if I need to. So any small guy's not knocking me out. I'm just gonna march people down.
You weigh 205?
Bro, when I only eat once a day. If I eat 3 meals a day, oh yeah.
I was gonna talk about this. How's that possible?
How
do you only eat one time?
Well, I'll actually give you some insight on. It's actually very detrimental towards my muscle growth. So I eat a very low protein, low carbohydrate diet because I'm poor. Okay. And inflation.
That makes sense.
Well, I normally ate once a day, but I ate more whole foods before, and I ate a lot more. I was more bulkier. But since food costs a lot, I just eat less. And I don't have as much protein intake. I probably get about 50 grams a day. So I will say this. I can't perform nearly as well as I potentially could. I can you're over here talking about doing sets of 30. I can do about 5 to 10 push-ups in a set. Now, I'm not saying I can't push myself to 30, but comfortably, compared to what people may think, I can only do about 5 to 10 push-ups straight through without feeling like I hate push-ups, which says a lot considering I do a lot of them. And it's not because I can't do 50 in a row. It's because I don't eat the amount of protein I'm supposed to eat.
You don't got enough energy
I have a vitamin deficiency. I'm dehydrated all the time. I'm malnourished. And people tell me that it's terrible, but the way I look at it is, one day I'm gonna have access to all the supplements and all the resources, and have a support system, and have a dietitian. And when I have all that stuff, seeing as far as I got right now without a coach and without all that cool shit that everybody else has, how far am I gonna get with everything? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be like your peak athleticism.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna peak with nothing. That's my goal, is to peak with the bare minimum, and then get all the nutrients I need once I go pro, and people are gonna see a fucking shift. It's gonna be crazy. Like, I constantly doubt myself because of my performance and how much I know I could be doing, but then I go home and I sit there and I really think, one day I'm gonna have everything I need in my body to make my body work, and I'm gonna be the best fighter in the fucking world.
What's crazy is the one thing that I was like, yo, I think the one thing I can definitely disagree with him on is how he eats. But you saying that, I mean,
well, yeah, a lot of people are self-aware, and and there's, I never explained that to anybody. Yeah, I am aware that it's not optimal to work out as much as I work out and not eat.
Yeah,
it's not. So don't do what I do unless you're a killer. There's people like me. There's David Goggins. He's a guy. He exists. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's Joe Rogan motherfuckers out there. You know what I mean? They'll just, but not everybody's like that. And I wouldn't say that the experiences I go through sometimes, because of how much I work and how much I don't give myself, it's not fun. It's not good. So don't starve yourself, guys. Eat your 3 meals a day and just work out. Work out as much as you eat. There you go. Calories in, calories out. That's it.
Nah, I won't lie. Me and this kid's peak of athleticism was like fucking when we was down in like a tub of Ben and Jerry's a day.
Now that I think about it, 100%. We would go work out, full body workout, weights, everything. Like, we're working out every part of our body in one day. And then we would go be outside all day, 9 hours. Mm-hmm. Just all day outside, no food. It's either a bag of Doritos or Ben and Jerry's. And that's the only thing we would have all day until nighttime.
We used to go on a lot of runs and shit too, like that. Like
We would run the field. We would play football. We would play basketball. We'll do everything all in one day. By the time it hits like 9 o'clock, we're like, all right, well, time to go home, and then we'll fucking eat something.
yeah.
So yeah, sometimes pushing yourself to that limit of, I understand where you're coming from. Where it's like, yo, once I get this, like to relate it to something I do like this, like once I get people to help me set up videos, record, edit, stuff like that. Once I have those people, God, once I can focus on the actual art and craft of this shit and be able to make those videos I really want to make, it's over. So like just being able to do it without the people is what I want to get to. I want to get to the point where I can do all the podcasts I need to do and still fucking make videos and shit all by myself. And if I know I could do that shit, when I get people, it's gonna be fucking over. So I definitely understand that mindset of like, yo, it might not be able to buy too much food, but once I can, you better fucking be scared.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
the importance of rough beginnings.
Y'all worried about Hungry Mike. Like, this is Hungry Mike. When they talk about me in mythical fighters one day, there's gonna be phases, like motivated Connor. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna Hungry Mike,
Coked out Connor,
starving Mike. That nigga was whooping ass. Now you got Mike with steaks. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do to that motherfucker? Bow, bow. But yeah, man. You got any more questions, brother?
Hey, I got plenty.
Yeah, ask the questions. Ask away, man.
I want to go a little bit into your relationship, your past relationship.
Ooh. Motherfucker's fast.
Oh yeah. Sorry, we gotta hit the deep questions. I mean, I saw y'all arguing in the Facebook comments the other day.
Oh, that was a different Sarah, but that's my ex too.
Oh shit.
Which is funny because she was saying that she never went out with me. We definitely went out, and I was in 8th grade, she was in 7th grade. It's just weird that she would lie about that because like my best friend at the time was her cousin. Like,
and also it's like y'all was young, so like
it don't even matter. I don't consider that a relationship, Sarah. It's all cool.
I don't consider anything that wasn't at least high school, like it's like, bro.
Motherfucker.
Even in high school, it's like, bro.
If it wasn't 6 months, didn't happen.
Yeah.
But I went out with her when I was in middle school, man. She threw away my Harry Potter movies. I remember I ran away. She made a bunch of comments about me being in like foster care and stuff and like group homes and shit. And I'm just like, lady, I don't give a shit. You got everything you have handed down to you. And I remember when I absolutely had nobody and I ran away at 13 years old and I gave you my box of everything I owned. You threw it away. Like, that's the type of person you are.
Fuck you, bitch.
You're the type of person to throw away things that belong to people.
Nah,
and then
that
act
is
like it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit about what you think or what you say, Sarah. Live your life. Just don't pretend you doing OnlyFans is something positive. You know what I'm saying? You're not smart. And this is what we were talking about earlier about diversifying portfolios. Somebody had commented, Michael, you supported me when I started my OnlyFans. Well, that's because, young lady, you have intelligence. Unfortunately, my ex lacks that. So she's going to do OnlyFans, post her titties, and say, I'm not posting pussy pics, and I'm not having sex on camera. And then all those stalkers, they gave her money because they've been waiting to see her ass her whole entire life. Right? Because that's who's paying you thousands of dollars. Nobody our age has thousands of dollars to give you to see your titties. It's some old dude that's been stalking you for the last 4 years and finally got his opportunity. When that guy is tired of looking at your fucking puffy ass nipples, right? You're going to have to post some pussy or call it quits and live like a normal person. And there won't be any more Dunkin' Munchkin fucking coffees. Okay, bitch? So yeah, that's all I have to say about that incident. But as far as my last relationship where I played stepdaddy, another Sarah, I'm not going to say anything terrible about Sarah Roy. It was a learning experience. There were definitely some great times.
Yo, instead of specifics, how was it to be like stepdad role? Yeah, how was that?
No, don't do it.
What
I will say is if you just want to fuck a bitch, do it.
Yeah, like grab your fruit snacks and a Capri Sun on the way out.
But the reality is
sir.
If you do just want to fuck that bitch, understand that I'm going to be responsible here. If you develop a bond with somebody's child, if you develop a bond with somebody's family, and you spend time with them, and your whole motive is, sexual favors from the mother, you're free to do that. You can be that type of person. Just know that you might have an impact on that person's life and might have an impact on their child's life, and that person's family's outlook might be different because they allowed somebody that just wanted to sleep with them into their child's life. So you have to just be mindful of how you affect the people around you. That
was a very responsible thing to say, honestly, because that is pretty fucked up to go. Like, if you're not sneaking in at night and you're walking in the middle of the day, you're saying hi to the little kid and shit, taking his fruit snacks in front of his face, then you got to be a lot more respectful about it. You can't just be there just to pipe. Like, if you're just there to pipe, bro, plan that shit for 3 a.m.
Yeah. Like,
ask if the kid's asleep.
Make sure the baby daddy ain't coming anytime soon.
Yeah, make sure the baby daddy's not in the picture. Don't be fucking people's fucking girls and shit. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Alex.
I mean, shit, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just know there's consequences and repercussions, and sometimes they don't always hit you right away.
Yeah, you don't want this man walking in and be like, yo, that's my...
you know what I'm saying?
Leg kick you.
See, I'm the type of guy, man, if I catch my girl cheating, bro, I don't give a shit. I hope she cheats.
Me too.
I hope she cheats because I don't cheat, and then I'll be able to rub it in your face 10 years from now.
Yeah.
That you cheated on me, bitch.
I think the same way. Like, if I walked in, it would be like, all right, walk right out.
Right, pack your shit.
If it's my crib, all right, motherfuckers, you guys gotta get the fuck out. Like, it's one or the other though. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and fight nobody. Nah. All right, you got that. All right.
Yeah, man. I would.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just a last fucking comment about that relationship. I would say the worst part for anybody wondering, for me, because it's weird. I was in that pretty long relationship. I was posting all the time, and then she just disappeared from my life. So there's people that spectate and stalk and pay attention. It's just like, did it affect them? People have asked me if I'm okay and whatever, and that, dude, I'm a guy. I'm gonna be fine. You know what I mean?
100%.
But I'd say the biggest L that I took in ending that relationship, because I broke up with her multiple times. The biggest L was I lost the connection I had with her folks. Her folks are really cool. Her parents are dope. Family's really nice. They helped me out a lot. And unfortunately, my past partner was too self-absorbed to understand that I appreciated more than what she had to offer. You know what I mean? She allowed me to develop a relationship with those people, and she kind of took it away from me by not working with me to build our relationship and figure things out and be healthy. So she's probably feeling like she took the L, like whatever, or however the fuck she feels. I could care less because she feels alone and I am alone. So that's how I am. But that's the life of a man, though. You got to just keep it pushing. She'll have a new man. She'll be fucking somebody else in another month, 2 months, and I'll be trying to figure out how to talk to women again for the next 6. And
bro, that's the thing about being a fucking man is, I've been in a relationship for 4 years. Bro, if this girl leaves me,
yeah, you're gonna.
How the fuck am I supposed to talk to a female? Yeah, bro. Because I just noticed one female. I know exactly how her brain works, what she like. Now you gotta relearn all this shit. I gotta learn how to talk to females again. Because the only talking to females I've been doing is all professional, like, shit. Even if you fucking talk to a girl normally, they could take that shit some sort of way. And then you look like a weirdo. You're like, alright, fuck you. Bitches nowadays be crazy. You're like, I wasn't even trying to. I got a girl, man. I didn't even want you.
See,
the fuck?
That's another thing about society, man. Is like, men are so undervalued. You hear this men are trash thing, we don't need men thing from these fucking belligerent bitches all the time, and it's kind of sad because it's, a lot of women don't like me. I get called a misogynist all the time. I get called a womanizer all the time just for having the opinions I have that are like this, right? I don't hate women, guys, clearly. But people call me these names, and I'm just like, wouldn't you want my help, bitch, if you was getting raped in an alleyway? If you were getting raped in an alleyway and you saw me walk by, would you say men are trash? Or would you scream for help? And then would you expect me to help me? And if I didn't help you, would you call me a piece of shit for that? If you make it out that experience, are you going to look down on men and hate men for not helping you in an instance after you had repeatedly throughout your life said that they don't matter? I'm just saying.
like as a man who feels they have a duty to protect the people around him and the weaker people in society. It's hard to have that mindset, to maintain that philosophy when the people you swear to protect don't want your help, don't appreciate your help.
I got a perfect example for you. Alright? So I'm always telling my girl little shit like, yo, don't put this there, it could do that. Don't put this there, it could do that. And it almost sounds nagging. I was like, yo, don't put this candle here. Don't light a candle near something that's flammable because you never know what could happen. Yeah, we don't have any animals, nothing that can knock it over, but we could do something that would knock it over, whatever. Mm-hmm. So we got a candle lit. She throws a towel on the counter near the candle. The whole towel lights on fire. First thing she does, Kyle. I grab the towel, put it in the sink, burn the shit out of my hand because the whole towel's on fire. And I took care of the situation. You wonder why men are so protective. Go on the inside of the street, whatever it is, go. We always have to control little things. We have to be paying attention. Because we have to take care of it.
Yeah.
We have to take care of the shit that goes wrong because you didn't want to pay attention or you don't think it's that serious. It is that serious. And we take it serious because we got to deal with it. I got a burn on my hand now because I got to grab the fucking towel and move it.
And the reality is you can go on the internet. Motherfucker, I could send y'all a link. 3 different videos of compilations of men acting before women when women had the opportunity to act first.
100%.
And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to fault women for that because we do coddle them and raise them to be princesses and not people of action. But that being said, you have to appreciate that, guys. Like, women that say we don't need a man, all those bitches that are like, I'll be fine single, blah, 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 da, da, da. If I break into your fucking house at 3 a.m, are you going to wish you had a strong man beside you? Or are you going to be glad you have your independence and strength that you created in your delusional mind? Which one are you going to wish you had? That ex who treated you well that you didn't like because it wasn't exciting enough? Who would have died for you? Or that piece of shit you're sleeping next to who comes in and out of your life and isn't going to die for you? He's going to run the fuck out the building. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And this might be a controversial take. It's more like a question. I'm not sure if you ask people to leave comments, but I just want to know for like lesbians, what do you guys do? Who answers the door? The dyke or?
I mean, I feel like it's probably the more masculine one.
But
one that's like.
But that's a perception because the difference is no female is masculine. Yeah, no female is actually masculine. They can adopt masculine traits. They can grow their muscles. They're not men. You're not going to just biologically
you won't
change.
Naturally have the strength.
Yeah, so putting that responsibility on the female who has more masculine traits is not really cool either.
Yeah.
You're
so
right.
I just want to know, like, it, because then should they just have a man on standby? You know what I'm saying? Like, should they just have a nigga in the mailbox that just pop out? You know what I'm saying? Because
he sleeps in the hallway or
you
something.
don't need a man unless a man's in your house. That's what you should say. You don't need a man unless a man's attacking your ass. You don't need a man unless something bad's happening. Stop. Say the next part after you say you don't need a man. Because y'all be needing niggas. Y'all be needing niggas.
Yeah,
y'all the first to call the cops when a nigga catch you cheating and try to kick you out the house. You call another man to come solve your problems. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I mean, you know, there's a few people that like. You know, like Ronda Rousey, I don't think she needs a man. I'll be real.
I think she would need a man if she was in the presence of...
And hey, I think she has a man.
She has a man.
Yeah. So it's not, you know what I mean? You don't always need the man.
But Pete, Ronda Rousey's man is a fighter.
Yeah.
She ain't, but...
she's not going to be with like no normal person, you know what I mean?
But see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey ain't stupid. She ain't about to go marry some dude who can't fight better than her.
Yeah.
Because then she's the man in the relationship.
And she don't feel protected.
She protected.
She probably feels a lot more protected. And if a man does come up, you think Ronda Rousey's going to be like, all right, what's up? No. Her man's going to step up, knock you the fuck out.
And the saddest part is, most of these bitches online think that the safest nigga to be around is a nigga who is afraid to be alone and wants to be around niggas all the time, wants to hide his identity all the time with clothes that are too hot to have, right? And walks around with a gun he don't even know how to actually use. Yeah. Those are the safest niggas y'all can find.
They think they're safe because their guy has a gun on them
They
until
think
they get
they're
pulled
safe
over.
'cause-
Until they get pulled over. What is that man gonna do? Yo, take this. Hold that. Hold that.
Now you're doing a bid.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
now
For
you're
no
trying not
reason.
to snitch on this man, and he's just using you as a fucking little dump off, literally in multiple different ways. Just gonna dump off, bang, boom, you're gone, bye.
I don't want to just put all the weight on women though either. Can we talk about simps, man? Can we talk about like,
that's a whole different
Simps are a
problem.
big. I feel like simps are a big reason why a lot of women feel like they don't need a man.
exactly because
100%.
if there was no, women, I get it. At some point, something fucked up. Niggas started doing weird shit. Niggas started not treat. I don't know what happened. Niggas started having feelings and shit. And it's good to have. You know what the thing is? Men don't need to express their feelings. Men need to control their feelings. Men need to understand their feelings. You need to know your feelings. It's fine to have them, but you shouldn't act on them. You know what I'm saying? And somewhere along the way, we misconstrued being in tune with your emotions and expressing them, right? And now you have all these fucking soft ass dudes that think in order to get pussy, they need to follow this fake ass law, this misconstrued concept of expressing emotions, and here we go. Now we got guys out here buying things for women to get attention. Now
All the time.
and listen, that all the women out there who are like, well, men always did that. Why can't? All right, men always did that for women. They didn't do it for bitches. Y'all are bitches.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all are
They
not
did that
classy.
for their wives. They
They're-
did that for those
There's no
those
class.
girls that cook, clean, take care of that person, care about that person. They take care of the kids.
They take care of themselves.
They take care of
respect
themselves. They respect themselves.
That's it.
There were so many good qualities about that woman. Okay, yeah. Alright, now since you fully take care of me, because women like that, they don't have jobs. They're housewives that fully dedicate their lives to this man and fully dedicate all their time to taking care of this man, themselves, and their kids. Of course you deserve the world. Of course you deserve all this shit. You deserve parts of my money. You deserve, because you are there and your main purpose of your life is that those kids, your family, yourself, just making sure everything's good. Now that's where I get it. That's where I get, okay, you're upper echelon of women that men would want, you know what I mean? And you could be like, oh, well, you want women to only, you know what I mean, worry about their man, whatever. That's exactly what these simps are doing to these females. They're forgetting about their own lives. They're going to work to spend all their money on you.
Yeah. It's
And
ridiculous.
take you out on dates and spend all their time with you, and all they do is about you. They don't chill with their boys, none of that. They're just about you. They're thinking about you. They're only planning for you. You should be paying them.
I mean,
You should be buying them shit.
it's kind of sad. I mean, there's an argument for that, but I would say, because women are high earners now. Women are in the working industry, and there's arguments that women make more in certain parts of the workforce. So this expectation that men are supposed to just give up everything they have now for modern day women, it makes no sense, because the reason why we did it before was because y'all didn't have shit, and now y'all have stuff. So that aside, I just want to address the simps. Like, dude, it's not hard to get bitches, and this is from a dude that don't get bitches. I don't get bitches because I don't do the simping. That's why I don't get bitches. But like, I don't want those bitches anyway. I want a real woman. You know what I'm saying? Sex is overrated. I've had enough of it. You know what I'm saying? When I can have some with somebody I enjoy spending my time with, I'll worry about it then. I want to get my dick what I will. But listen, what I'm trying to say is it's not complicated, guys. Eat some good food. Do a couple push-ups. Show women and show the world that you value yourself. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a purpose in life. Show
Have some
people
value besides your money.
Exactly. Like I said, I don't get bitches, but the women I do attract, all of them like me because they don't like me because of the things I wear, or because of the people I know, or because of the things that I have. They like me because of the person that I am. You know what I mean? And that's why I value those
And
few
part-
individuals.
I think it goes kind of like both ways. Like, I feel like a man shouldn't go after a woman that's like needs them in their life. Like
Exactly.
if the girl
Yeah.
is doing completely fine without you in her life, that's the type of woman you should pursue.
That's good. Yeah, because you don't want them to be clingy. You don't want them to be all over you all the
Yeah.
time, and they need to rely on you.
Attachment problem.
Part of the feminist movement is like being your own person. You know what I mean? Getting your own job, being able to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Like you provide value yourself by being yourself. And one thing I'll say about simping too, it's not just about money. It's also about changing. If you're changing who you are to try and get this female, you're being a whole different person. What happens if you end up actually liking this female?
And then she sees your real self.
And then you got to be your real self. Same to girls. I've had a lot of girls in high school, like, you know what I mean? I like me a relationship. I want to build something with someone. I don't like just fucking with random people. I cut people off like that. But sometimes there was a few people that I was dating, and then it comes to this like 5-6 month mark. Like you were saying, if it's not over 6 months, for this reason, females will act different for so long. They will act like what you want them to act like for so long until they start
comfortable.
As soon as you get comfortable, they start showing their real selves, and they start acting different, and that's when it always ends, because it's like, oh, this isn't the girl I thought it was. Bang, done. And I was always quick to be like, you're different, out of here. You're different, out of here. You been the same person, so you know what I mean? Like, and same person doesn't mean you're not getting better. Same person means like your whole attitude changes, the shit you do, like it's getting worse. Changing means like getting worse, like bad change. We're not talking about like you got a new job, oh, you respect yourself more, oh, like shit like that don't matter. Like that's good. That's what we like hope for in a female. It's just when I hate when people act different. I always say, bro, everyone gets the same Kyle. Every single person I speak to gets the same exact Kyle. My girl, you guys, random person on the street, I'm gonna be the same exact way. I'm gonna treat everyone the same because I'm just Kyle. My father used to hate it. He used to be like, yo, I'm not one of your friends. Don't talk to me like that. I'm like, bro, I'm just speaking. That's how I talk. Like, you are one of my friends, technically. Like, you are, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to speak like that, like, yeah, I speak to everyone the same exact way. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to change how I speak to you, or I won't speak to you. I do not like talking to people I can't be the same to. And I had problems with my girl with that at first. Where, like, she would be like, yo, why you mean to me? Or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Why are you acting the same with me and not, like, nicer? I'm like, bro, there's not a single person I can talk to and change how I am. And that should be for everyone, bro. Just go be yourself. You're not going to find out who likes you by acting how you think they might like.
And you also cannot care if people don't like you. Like, that's what I had to realize. Bro, people just don't like me. Like, and a lot of people are not okay with that. You don't have to be likable. If you're not likable, but people still... Typically, if people don't like you, that means they pay attention to you. So if people pay attention to you and you want to be liked, then just be okay with the attention and do something with it. Don't relish the attention and sit in the moment and love the views and shit. Build something with it. Like, I never knew I was going to have a positive impact in the fitness community 2 years ago. The reality is I started making some fucking videos because I wanted to be cool, and now look at me. You know what I'm saying? The same people who didn't like me are hitting me up for fucking fitness tips. You know what I'm saying? And we're not friends or anything, but now they get to see another aspect of my life. Now they have something else to base they're not liking me off of, and it's hard not to like somebody who's doing good things. You know what I mean? So if you're doing the right thing, you're doing things that make you happy, you're doing what's true to yourself, then you got to just trust the process, and hopefully people that'll support you will come along the way. But don't stop living your life. Don't stop working harder because no one gives a shit about you.
Don't start doing stuff different because people aren't noticing. You know what I mean? People get, you know what I mean? Like, if someone called me fat, the only thing I could think of that is, if I'm fat,
do some push-ups.
Do some push-ups. Do a run. If it's not true, why do I care? If someone's calling me stupid and I know I'm not stupid, why do I care? Especially if you don't know the person. If someone's calling you ugly and you don't You don't even care about them. You don't even know them. Why the fuck you care?
Yeah, typically, if people are calling you ugly or stupid, that means they paid attention to how you looked and how smart you
100%.
were.
It means they know you at some level. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You want to keep going or you want to? Cause I'm about to put a battery in this.
Motherfucker.
If I put another battery, we're going for at least another 30 minutes.
Sheesh. It's up to you. I kind of wanted to move around. You want to spar?
Yeah, let's go spar. Let's go.
Let's do that
Let's
shit,
go do
man.
that. Bet. All right, it's the end. That was a great pod.
We closing
I fucked
out.
with it. Yes, sir.
Hey, yo,
Might record
folks,
a little bit of the sparring.
We'll do another sparring session. Another podcast. I got brain damage, guys. My bad. We'll do another podcast soon and shit. As soon as whenever my first fight happens, whatever the result may be, I want to have my first pod with you, man. Because I'm down.
That sounds fire.
Hopefully, I'm doing it for Rough and Rowdy in November, December.
And
but
hopefully,
if I can't, I'm just gonna go on the underground circuit and just do mad amateur kickboxing fights and just kill random
just
people.
work. Just go work. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
man. Shout out Sean Strickland. Thank you for winning, man. You gave me some inspiration, brother.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm
We
saying?
love
I ain't
that.
just like him, but
That was a great podcast. That was probably the most actually you can come to this podcast and actually see some real shit. That wasn't just comedy. That was a lot of real shit going on. Couple jokes here and there, but I feel like you could learn something from this podcast. I'm gonna throw that at the beginning so everyone knows this ain't no bullshit ass podcast. That was some real shit.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?